And here's a very stark example of how COVID-19 pandemic is altering our human response to everyday situations. This is a family in Howrah, which is near Kolkata, denied entry into their own home, into their own rented apartment after their son tested positive. Other residents in the area allegedly pressurized the landowner to ask the couple to vacate their house because their child has tested positive. More details here coming in. Our correspondent Tamal Saha getting us those inputs. This is regarding intervention of the police and what further on that. Yes, Tamal, please go ahead.
Shocking development which is now coming from Dongjur in Howrah district. The incident happened yesterday when the couple, after realizing the son had tested positive, had to be taken to the hospital. In fact, a government hospital had also sent an ambulance for the son to be picked up and then taken to the hospital. And as the family went out following the ambulance, when they returned to their dismay, the landlord and the neighbors had objected their entry into their rented premises. Why? Because the son had tested positive. And even before the primary contacts are being tested or tested negative or positive, irrespective of that, the locals had objected their stay in the area as locals claim they fear the virus might spread into the neighborhood from the family. In fact, the family in distress had sought the help of the police. They were taken for local primary health center where they had undergone tests. The reports are pending. But even after that, the locals were not satisfied and they were not allowed an entry. Eventually, the family had resorted to a protest. In middle of the road, they sat down, blocking the traffic because they wanted to register their protest. And thereafter, police and the BGO people intervened and took the family, rather rescued the family and sent them to a quarantine center. Sadly, this is happening time and again, even after repeated requests made by the state government, by the central government, that COVID-19 is not a reason or an excuse for people to be either isolated or ostracized, that if it's a medical situation, it can be dealt medically by maintaining the social distancing principles. But nowhere has the state government ever advised people to even isolate the families, and thus this comes as a major shocker for the state government as well.
That's right. And eventually they were driven out, forced out, and the police finding them alternate quarantine home there for the same. Extremely unfortunate, Tamal, there. Thank you for getting us those updates.